once that Cloud River connects, that's just going to be a deletion. But before we go through there, we're going to look into the replays of this match brought to you by Thunder Robot, Born for Gaming. We're going to look into the eliminations, even possibly into the drop down, but this is where we actually saw SS1 taking a full deletion, second lives to be brought out here. And there it is. Yep, headshot. Oh. Boom, bam, bam. And that's elimination that we saw from GG.
That drop down charged RMB. Frame it, put it up on the wall. Absolute art from them coming on out. His alliance with that Viper, Tessa, and Chen able to win that one, or rather 3 versus 1. CGS now coming on through with that Keelan ultimate, able to chase down. The Cloud Weaver was in play originally from KLA before it fell into the hands of FPX. There's Wolves being able to track down the last player from JDG. This is alliance with the Assassination, just absolutely dispatching that poor Sand Siphon composition that got split. Takeda running one way, Kurumi running the other, and just leaving themselves a little bit too vulnerable. FPX with a small ultimate, able to find an isolation into that stage. 0.9 charged RMB on the pole sword. Here is the moment where GG were able to pick up that Mystic Might, and as a result, like you said, everybody hiding away from the team, understanding that they get double ultimate procs, and as a result, everyone has to say, oh, in those leaderboards. As we're going to have a look at the replays brought to you by Thunder Robot. This is ASE going head-to-head early on, coming on out with that lovely Bane's Ref drop. Here they are taking on OUG with another Moonbane, being able to just force everyone into the zoning that they want to look for. Wolves with the huge turnaround now HQ, and that Hardy ultimate against the World, able to find that fight that Wolves were looking for, that allowed them to come through with that buff and play as aggressively as they wanted to. OUG just falling to the parry coming on off that pole sword. Here's ASE going up against FPX. Xiao Wen with that lovely charge LMB. Goes for the full hit of the charged RMB on the halberds to dash through the body of the Tumult, grab the Soul Bloom, get the reset, and live the corruption tick damage that does his attack in. It's about his peak with that Tessa combo breaker, just pushing everybody into the corruption tick damage. Allies for the setup of the ultimate catch onto JDG's Kiki, finds the parry as well to make sure that he wins the heal off, and you get your...
For gaming, gamers united, you know how it goes. We had to take a look at the chancing of this early game parry spam that was coming out. Here comes DRG, was up against OUG, and you see how many blues are being connected, but then Wushen at 98 just looks to try to go for the solo, repositions, goes for Dragon Slayer, connects it, gives him the flop state, gets down Rico, goes for that horizontal release for the blue, and then the King just goes ahead for a blue focus, and guess who's ready for the both of the players from DRG, and get the elimination right through in there. Wushen 98 in the zone against Wolves. You saw the bloodlust that was coming out. DRG having the chance to pick up their 4th elimination up into their 5th as parries from the teammates into that Capim extension, like you mentioned, and how strong that can be. In the case scenario for the Benedict Descent coming in from Wolves' XEM, double parry from Wushen 98. Everyone's on their A game for today as a result, and this is going to be the first round Romy Yang as a fight between SS1 and the ALL.
Yeah, Revenge getting that 1-2 light stagger lockdown with that spear, charging up into the Dragon Slayers to punish the Matari. The fact as well that they went for the Tumult Wisp combo extension in case the Matari was trying to just break away. One of the unfortunate realities of Matari is lacking that combo breaker, so if you get scooped up into the Dragon Slayers and you don't find the parry timing, you know that you're gonna get grabbed into the Nessus, and a lot of your team are gonna eat the full...
Right then, the robot board for gaming into round 4 from Holoros, as we saw Wolves' early game aggression go into full swing.
Yeah, Wolves coming through with the Dragon Slayers into Nessus, just cutting down so many of the players. Here is the V1. Look at the Xiao Wen is there for a second and gone the next. This is the crazy fight that saw, I believe, 5 teams into the fray of the outskirts of Imperialists. GG gets the Tessa enchantment into the charge LMB on those fist blades. The 1-2 from LXM leading into that F3 with the V1 to finish things off. Finds that stun onto Bowder's U before turning onto Bowder's Peak with the charge LMB from the fist blades, setting up for the proc of the Blistering Edge from his teammate. In fact, so much of this you can see from GT's replays were set up from the hits of the Viper F3, allowing for the extensions and setups for his teammates. Unfortunately, that was the moment that GG got caught out, having to recover from losing that Viper, playing a little bit too aggressively. DRG's Donkwing getting to use that Zai V2 to gatekeep all of these players. FPX's Jun forced into that zone. The Zai F3 to reposition the Wild Windspout as well, pushing Jun away from where he was trying to run and potentially disengage, go down to the corruption, take damage, forcing him back into the center. And even though we thought maybe Kakaishi would take it on that Mitaru with that little bit of extra damage he was able to do over the Zai.
Brought to you by Thunder Robot, born for gaming, and looking to the first Roman Yang, this is where the catalyst began for GG in winning out.
I mean, I'm just looking forward to that parry. I know it's coming, but this was, yeah, Free-Free-O's perspective, just still being able to call out to his teammates when he notices a lot of these players trying to take reset points, especially like keeping an eye on the zip. Sees the skill rush, calls out when to go for the parry. Goes to show one of the advantages of losing those players is that bird's eye angle that you can have. Comes in, forces out that zip, gets to find the charge LNB proc into the Hepta from that longsword, as well as utilizing the F3 to give the damage reduction. There's the Musker shots. I know that you are looking forward to seeing GG. When they're not playing Naraka, they're playing FPS. Because Free-Free-O Musker shots is so accurate. Look at this. It's absolutely insane. The amount of plays that GG have been able to make with ranged weapons over the years that they participated in Naraka Bladepoint Pro League. As we can see, the heal-up situation that GG are able to win handily, given the fact that everybody else around them, all of the other teams, have long been burnt out of those ultimate resources.
Then the robot, born for gaming. This is going to be round 6 into Midoriya, and we're going to be starting this off here with this full-scale engagement between Wolves and JDG off the rip.
Yeah, this Cardi mirror fight going down. Wolves able to find the upper hand. In terms of positioning, this is the realm of Yang fight. CJS coming on through with those fan gusts, getting the full catch, as well as Takeda F1 connection on to Kakaishi before coming on through with those 1-2s. Scout rushing, spot side DRG's Takeda, trying to find a sneaky reset behind that pillar. Will be able to catch him out before he can find it, as DRG's Don Queen now with the Takeda Fury and shows this is GG setting up the absolute blender. What is the answer to this? Aurora Burst, Dreadful Whale. What can you possibly do? Absolutely nothing, except probably take your hands off of the keyboard and wait for the next lobby to spawn on through, as Bad as You comes in with a jump power onto OEG's SS. Little bit of a style flare point for the uppercut extension into horizontal follow through catch. This is the moment where FPX find themselves at the mercy of that Tessa enchantment from ASE, but Jun still with that Kylan ultimate, able to come through with those dashes and outlive GG, because you have to think about how many kills GG were able to pick up that round. If they had been the last team standing, they probably capped out the 140 points in 2 days of play. And it's not actually the Takeda who comes in with the MVP. It's gonna be LXM, his 5th time